Well, hello there. Gobbles and greetings to you all. Welcome in to the Turkey Legster Zone. I am Dean the Turkey Legster, and welcome in to the stream. Welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for watching. The Turkey Legster Zone is normally on Saturday nights, but I rescheduled it to tonight. um, because I had a big day yesterday and I was quite exhausted. And so I'm a lot more rested up today. Um, so I'm ready to go with the show. Normally it is on Saturday night, though. Just in case you were wondering, it is normally Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make plans to join me next Saturday night for this same show. Um, so thank you for everyone watching. If you're watching live, hello. I see a couple friends in the chat. I will say hello in a minute. If you are watching this on the replay, make sure to leave a comment. Also, if you're watching in the background, not chatting, come back to the comments after the stream ends and leave a comment to say hello if you wish. It's just great to know that you are watching. Um, if you're liking what you're watching, bop the like button, and if you're watching the channel and you have not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. It's totally free. Enjoy finding some new friends on the channel. I have gotten several new subscribers over the last couple of months. So I would like to take this time to just say welcome to any new subscribers that I may have. Um, and brand new in the last couple of weeks, I now have channel memberships available if you would like to plus your support of the channel just a little more. Totally optional, but appreciated if you do. Channel memberships are available, and you can join what I call the Gobble Crew. And so yeah, and I'm gonna need to add the members to my my ticker there. Um, Let me say hello to Lyle. I am Lyle. Welcome in, Lyle. Hope you're having a great weekend or have had. Laura Jam, welcome in. Hello. Great to have you. Angie C, welcome in, one of my members. Thank you, Angie, for becoming a member. Dave Stragan, another of my members, one of my Gobble crew, as well as one of my Gobble Squad moderators. Wonderful. And let me see here. Hey, Robin, hello, welcome in. Spencer Walker, hello, welcome in. Everyone's having a gobble-tastic weekend. In the Park Days, hello, welcome in. Happy weekend, happy. Um, yeah, all right. So, Lyle had a very busy weekend. I was busy yesterday. As I mentioned, I was quite exhausted. So that's why last night's stream got moved to tonight. Right now, I helped my sister move, and it was myself and several family members. It was a lot of hands on deck to move my sister and my brother-in-law. They had a U-Haul, and there were several vehicles that we took all their stuff, and I'd say we got at least 90% of their stuff moved yesterday, and they don't have a time deadline for moving out of where they are, so they have some time to get stuff moved and get stuff settled. So anyway, it was a productive day, but I wasn't worn out, so I wanted to move the stream to today, to tonight, so that I could have my not, so you don't, you're not watching a microwaved brained version of Dean. Um, let's see here. Robin went to south of the border. Wonderful. I always saw the signs when we were driving past there on vacations. When I was growing up, we always saw the signs. And then we saw it when we would finally go past. But we never stopped there. But it seems kind of fun. It actually seems like a fun place. So I honestly wouldn't struggle to do a road trip and go see some, like, you know, touristy things. Don't know if or when that would ever happen. I want to explore Florida a little more first. I want to get up to the Panhandle. I want to get down. I want to get over to the Gulf side. I want to get down to, like, towards Miami. Um, I want to go up to, like, Jacksonville, St. Augustine area, see some things up there. I want to go up to Ocala, the Ocala area, and so yeah, I don't know when that would happen, but I want to. It's on my bucket list. Oh, you went back up in the Sombrero Tower again. St. Augustine, Ponce de Leon. Angie said I would watch. Oh, if I did streams, and yeah, I'd probably do some. Uh, look to try to do some. Maybe I would probably do a little bit more vlog type videos, maybe some live streams where I went. I want to definitely check out the beaches up in the Panhandle, like the Destin area. Um, but anyway, um, so for this edition of the show, I'm starting my series. I'm kind of redoing a series that I've done a couple of times through since I've started this channel. Disney According to Dean. And I initially did the series when I did my podcast several years ago. It's been 2017, 2018, 2018, I think, 2019. Tennessee Bear, hey Tim, welcome in. So, and I just went through the parks talking about what I like about each park. Um, kind of a commentary slash, or a review, if you will, on the different parks and my thoughts on them. Not necessarily a travel tips kind of a thing. Although I can do that, I could probably tackle that in a different series. Or I could maybe try to work in what I would say you should definitely do on your trips. But in order to decide which park that I would be starting with, um, I have had a poll up on my community tab for several weeks. No, actually, this has been up since earlier this week. Um, but I asked which park I should start with. Normally, I Normally I kind of go in a particular order, but I gave you all the opportunity to decide which park I start talking about. So the four choices were the four parks in Walt Disney World: Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom. And the results went went in that order. Magic Kingdom came out top with 49% of the vote. Epcot came out second with 26% of the vote. Hollywood Studios came out third with 14% of the vote. Animal Kingdom came out last with 11% of the vote, and that was 35 votes, 35 respondents. So thank you if you were one of the participants in that poll. Thank you. If you were not, and maybe you weren't aware, that's no problem. I'm going to put another poll up for the remaining three parks, and you can decide again how I'm gonna continue the series. So the winner of the poll this week is Magic Kingdom. And quite appropriate. I actually went to Magic Kingdom this week. Robin said, Dean, if I give you a Hey Hey Soul shoulder plush, would you wear it for Rooster Mode Activated? Ooh, good question. Angie C says, I'm only in the 11%. Don't worry, Angie. I will get to that park. I will definitely get to that park. This is where I'm starting. Magic Kingdom. So Magic Kingdom to me, if I were to rank the four Walt Disney World parks, I would put Magic Kingdom, it depends on if I'm tying, if I'm like, parks are allowed to be tied on the ranking. If they're not, then Magic Kingdom comes in third. If they're allowed to tie, then it comes in second, with tying with Animal Kingdom. And Epcot, of course, is my first. And then Hollywood Studios comes in last. So just kind of depends on which version of a ranking that I do. Magic Kingdom is, I like Magic Kingdom, but the thing with, and I'm going to repeat this with all of my park discussions, when I visit the parks, and this series is based on what my visits consist of and what I like to do at the park. So kind of, Disney according to Dean. I don't ride rides, not because I don't like the rides, but because it's problematic for me, just with some health issues, for me to get on and off of most of the rides. For me to get on a ride, it would have to come to a complete stop, and so I can get on. And at Magic Kingdom, there's only one ride that's not a boat ride. I can't do the boats. There's only one ride that qualifies for that, and that is the Winnie the Pooh ride. Other than that, I do like the shows. I will go in the shows, and you have 5 shows at Magic Kingdom. Technically, actually, you've got 6. John Corndog, welcome in. Great to have you in. So, but I haven't done the Winnie the Pooh ride in a long time. I kind of would need to maybe try to get in that line, to do it next time I'm at Magic Kingdom. Um, but anyway, when I go to the Magic Kingdom, I like the Magic Kingdom's I like the feel of Main Street, USA. You know, that classic kind of, um, you know, Americana, old, however you would describe it, middle Midwest, um, America feeling, the music that's playing, the Dapper Dans in there, the train coming into the station, just adds a lot to the feel of Main Street, USA. And I really wish they had more benches to sit on in Main Street, because I would, especially in Town Square, I would sit down and I would just enjoy the ambiance. Um, and so it's really fun to stroll up and down Main Street to look at, and I don't do this as much as I should, especially on my streams. I don't stop to look at the windows. I try to do that some. It's sometimes it's problematic because there's just a whole ton of people, and I don't like to just stand around with my stream waiting. I feel if the timer is ticking on my stream and I'm just standing there waiting for people to decide to just move on, I feel like there's, usually there's something else I can just walk around the people and go show the stream. But just for taking in Main Street, they have the windows on the second level that you can see names of Imagineers and people, significant people in, the Disney's history up there, and it's just a lot of fun. Then of course you go into they have the different shops. The Emporium, of course, runs the whole that one side. I'm not much of a shopper. I do go through the stores and just kind of peruse because you never know when Disney will decide to put an item out that features the turkey legs. But they've got on the other side, they have the confectionery. Um, they have another shop there too. Then they have the jewelry shop and the glass store. That's pretty interesting, the glass shop. Then they've got the Starbucks. They've got the ice cream store. I've never had the ice cream on Main Street. That's something I should do. Is stop to get some ice cream at the whatchamacallit, Plaza? Is it the Plaza? Um, I think it's the Plaza. Then there's a Plaza restaurant as well. Let me look this up. I have this Burn Bombs Guide to Walt Disney World. This is the 2022 uh, edition, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to have. I don't remember how they have this. I think this is and they've probably got more recent editions of this. As you can tell, they've still got the 50th logo right there. Dave's Disney Dreams. Hello, welcome in, Dave. I think it's the Plaza, the ice cream shop in on Main Street. I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah, I gotta look at that. Julian, well, dude, I am really sure the Crystal Palace Plaza Restaurant, the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. Okay, it's next to that. It's next to the Plaza Restaurant. Okay, boom, boom. So yeah, it is. And then there's Casey's Corner. I just ate at Casey's Corner this week when I was at Magic Kingdom. My experience was a little not as great. I think The food itself was okay. I had the mini corn dog. What was it? Corn dog nuggets or whatever they're called, with some fries, and I got water along with that. The problem is they didn't have any sit-down tables available, so I was there standing, and with my neuropathy, that's really problematic. I probably could have walked outside and found somewhere to sit, which would have been better, even if it was in the sun, which I've done before. Not pleasant, of course, but sitting in the sun to eat is, to me, is in some ways better than standing in the shade or standing inside. I was at one of those stand-up tables. I had to finish quickly because nature called, and I had to rush into the little Lester's room. The food itself, though, it was okay. I probably could have skipped the fries. Um, and I probably next time would not get the mini uh, corn dogs. I'd probably try to get the regular version of it. But that was my first time at Casey's in a while. Um, I thought it was. I don't have corn dogs a lot. To be honest, when I have had corn dogs recently in recent years, it's been at the new place on the boardwalk, the blue ribbon corn dogs, and those are excellent. Those are amazing. Um, Much better, much better. So I don't know, maybe I just get a regular hot dog at Casey's next time and not do the corn dogs. Uh, Robin said, haven't had a corn dog from Casey's, but the mini corn dogs taste like the ones we get in the freezer section. I hope the hot dogs are better. I hope so too. I would probably try just getting a regular hot dog, and trying that. But then again, if it's just a hot dog, I mean, I can get hot dogs. I can get hot dogs anywhere. Um, so there, I mean, I don't know. And if I want a corn dog, I'll just wait till I get to um the boardwalk. Oh, Sleepy Hollow, John. Um, okay, I always just walk past Sleepy Hollow, but maybe I'll try those out. Um, I bet you the seating there is probably not as crazy as Casey's. Mrs. Days and I were going to do a food review of Casey's, but it was so bad we decided to not even post it. Oh, wow. Um, you know, I, yeah, I, yeah, and and I probably, all things considered, I really wouldn't put Casey's at the top of my Magic Kingdom um, quick service. Um, you know, oh, the ones in Sleepy Hollow are fresh dipped. Okay, so that's like what they do at the place on Boardwalk. So okay, I'll have to try that. I will have to try the Sleepy Hollow corn dogs out. Thank you, John. I will make a mental note of that, and I will next time I'm at Magic Kingdom. It'll be a few weeks till I get back there, but I'll definitely keep that in mind. Of course, that's not far from where they sell the turkey legs, which are right there at the top of my list as well. Um, but yeah, and it was just so busy. Casey's Corner. I did a mobile order, which I appreciated that they have the mobile order and they had it ready really quick, which that aspect of it was good. Um, and it was lunch, and I didn't starve that day. So there we go. Um, so since I'm already on the eating at Magic Kingdom, of course, I have typically I've just gotten a turkey leg. Oh, you'll have to let me know. Oh, okay. I think we're connected on social medias in the park days. So yeah, I'll definitely. I am usually in the parks. I'm blocked out of the weekends. So I only have the Pixie Dust pass, so I can only go on weekdays. And right now I'm kind of going into a with the summer months, I'm really just doing once every couple of weeks. Um, but yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I'm gonna be back, um, in a park. As far as the quick service eating, here's where I've eaten for quick service in the Magic Kingdom. Liberty Square Market and Prince Eric's Market are the two locations that sell turkey legs in the Magic Kingdom. I've had turkey leg at both places. They're both great. It's the turkey legs are the turkey legs. Um, I prefer the Liberty Square Market just because and I haven't asked about this, but Prince Eric's Market actually they include a little bag of Lay's chips, which I totally do not need. So next time I order a turkey leg at Prince Eric's Market, I think I need to ask if I can get just the turkey leg without the chips. So that's kind of a question mark. But I've had the turkey legs at both those spots. I've eaten at what's the place name where what's his name sings. Oh my gosh. Sunny, where Sunny Eclipse sings. Cosmic Rays. Cosmic Rays. I've eaten at Cosmic Rays. It's been a couple years, but I have eaten at Cosmic Rays. Um, I guess it was okay. I don't remember what I had because it's been so long, but I think it must have been some kind of a sandwich, some kind of a burger or a chicken sandwich or something, or chicken tenders or I think that's what they have there. Um, anyway, I know, here's just one tip in case you didn't know. In Cosmic Rays, I think it's between Bay 2 and 3, they have a water bottle filler versus just a water fountain. So if you're going by or into Cosmic Rays, they have a water bottle filler in there. Um, and I'm not aware really of any other water bottle fillers that I've seen. There was an article written and they said there was one in Pinocchio's the Pinocchio's restaurant, Village House, Pinocchio's Village House. I have not found it there. I did not see it. Um, so I may have to go and I look again. But anyway, I've eaten at Pinocchio's. It was okay. Magic, Disney Magic and Mayhem. Hello, Richard. Angie has gifted 5 Dean the Turkey Legster memberships. Well, that is so nice of you, Angie. Thank you so much. Um, Wonderful. Um, Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Who are the recipients of that? Is it showing up in the chat? I'm not getting it on StreamYard. All right. Oh, here we go. I Heart Disney. I Am Lyle. John Corndog. Dave's Disney Dreams. And Steph's Joy in the Journey. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Angie. And you now have access to all those wonderful emojis. Yeah. I'm able to add, I think, 1 or 2 more emojis, and I'm trying to figure out what exactly I should put as the emojis. But for right now, I have a nice assortment of those. So yeah, so congratulations to everyone. Welcome in. Thank you, Angie, of course, for your generous gift. Wonderful, wonderful. Um, and Richard, Magic and Mayhem. I was watching you on Pete's the Triple C show. That was a great interview with Pete and the ladies. Very enjoyed that. Very much enjoyed that. I was really great. Um, so yeah, really wonderful. Um, so um, so yeah, for quick service in Walt Disney World, those are the places that I've been to. I just recently I ate at Pico's Bills, and I actually enjoyed what I had there. People have said that it wasn't that great, but honestly, they were probably there on a bad day. Or I was just hungry for when I went. But I had nachos, and I had a side of their cilantro lime rice. That was really good. That was really good. I would go in there and just have a rice snack. You just get a side of that and just have a rice snack. Would honestly just hit the spot for me. Really enjoyed that. As far as um, sit down places, I've only had the opportunity to eat at one of the sit down places in Magic Kingdom, and that's the Liberty Tree Tavern. Um, I ate there at with Dawn of the Hitchhiking Bones and Tina McNeil. Um, I met up with them. It was in December. They were going to the Christmas party in the evening, and I met up with them. Hung out for a few hours during the daytime. They invited me to have lunch, and so we three had uh, wonderful lunch. Wonderful lunch. There. That's the only sit down place that I have been to. I would like to try out Tony's. Tony's restaurant there in Town Square. That would be a lot of fun to try. Um, and then Skipper's Canteen looks really interesting as well. But I only ever think about those restaurants when I'm like the day of, and I just don't, I just decide not to try to do a walk up because I'm usually hungry when I'm thinking about it, and I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I'd rather have to walk for 20 minutes to another part of the park. Um, than wait for 20 minutes for a seat. That's just how I is. Um, then of course for treats, I love a Dole Whip. I do love a Dole Whip. Um, I've had the pineapple Dole Whip is always a go. I would have just a Dole Whip. I do a Dole Whip float with the pineapple juice and the pineapple Dole Whip in the top. Um, I have had the orange Dole Whip. I have had I had the Peter Pan float once, and they had it several years ago. This is um, not 3 or 4 years ago. The Peter Pan float is the lime Dole Whip. It's a float. It's on top of Sprite, and the lime Dole Whip, and then they have a little red feather that is white chocolate that they add in there, and it's just so fun. Um, I have not had the I Lava You, Richard, but it looks good. Um, so yeah, um, I'll always go for a Dole Whip. As far as the other snacks, don't get the popcorn. Not a huge fan of the popcorn, of eating it. I love the smell. When they have that buttery smell, it just adds so much to the ambiance. Oh, Richard, I'm trying to, yeah. Um, what was I saying? The popcorn, I'm not much of a fan of. The times that I've gotten it, it wasn't fresh, I don't think. And I was raised. We always made popcorn here at home in a. We've got like a pot kettle thing. We would pop popcorn. We get the popcorn kernels. We would make it on the stove top. That's the popcorn that I was you know accustomed to eating, and so that Reader Bockers or whatever it is, Ricker Bunkers popcorn just doesn't cut it. But it does add the buttery aroma does add a lot to the park. Whoever decided to put that one stand right as you go into under the train station was just genius. Yeah, Robin. Orwin Winker Bunker. Um, but yeah, the churros I've not had. Um, I'm not even curious to try them. So if you like the churros at Walt Disney World, no offense, I'm just not gonna even bother. I don't really lean more to having a sweet tooth. Outside of the Dole Whip, there's not really any of this really this I don't wouldn't really go for a sweet treat. And the only reason the main reason I would go with the Dole Whip is because they're cold. They cool you off on a hot day. And yeah, that guy. What did I say? I said it right, right? Orvin Rinken Bunker Bonker Orwin Wrinkle Orville Riddle Booter Booker. You know what I mean. Um. Anyway, Mickey pretzels I have had once or twice. Well, once. Um. I was not a fan. The one I got was like dry and like hard, and it just was not. It was not sexy. And I just blah. I finished it because I didn't want to waste the food. I even went all the way and got that nasty stuff they call cheese. Um, Sorry, the it was not it was not. Um, so if I'm not eating, of course, the shows, the rides, as I mentioned, the rides, I don't really do most of the rides just because of the getting on and off the ride vehicles is an issue. The shows I like, Tiki Room. The Tiki Room is I have not done that in a little while. That'll have to be a must next time I am in the Magic Kingdom. Um, it's just a fun show. It's great air conditioning. Even like the pre-show, you've got in this nice covered area and the waterfall, and it's great. The Country Bears, of course, the new version, the new version's, I still think the new version's okay. I know there's a lot of people that when they changed it, they're like, no, this is not. Now, the new version is, yes, it's countrified Disney music, but it's still the Country Bears. It's does it have the same country sparkle as the as the Country Bear version that just, they just replaced? No, it doesn't. But the new version is not complete garbage. It's air conditioning. If you're in Frontierland and you need a cool down, it's air conditioning. And it is fun music. It is fun. It is fun music, just as the, musical aspect of it. I will say that. Um, Even if it's not your blood on the saddle and tears for your chaser or whatever the song was. Um, but I found it enjoyable. Um, Nonetheless. Mickey's PhilharMagic, I've not been in there. That is a really fun show. The 3D effect of it and the music and then the sequence and poor Donald just bless his heart, he's so much trouble. He just losing the hat, and then if you've been, you know what that show's about, you know what I'm talking about. But that's a whole lot of fun. And again, um, it's a fun show, and it's really fun. So yeah, Mickey's PhilharMagic, good one. Again, air conditioning, right there in Fantasyland. I will say the shows that they have, um, they have shows like throughout the park. So if you want to go in somewhere and sit and get some air conditioning, they're they're throughout the park. Fantasyland, you've got the PhilharMagic, you've got Tiki Room, you've got Country Bears, PhilharMagic. Then you swing around to Tomorrowland, you've got the Laugh Floor, as well as you have the Carousel of Progress. I've not been in the Carousel of Progress in a little while. Um, it just makes me sad. The last scene, um, where they burn the turkey, that's just so bad. I'm sorry. That's They gotta fix that oven. They cannot burn a turkey. At least they could have delegged it before they threw it in there. Have some decency and deleg the thing. But then the laugh floor is a lot of fun. Um, so I need to do a couple of these shows. Um, The other show, I don't know if any of you have done it, but it's a really fun experience, and it's the story time with the bell. Um, what's it called? It's gonna be in Fantasyland. Enchanted Tales with Belle. So this is a kind of a mix of a show and a character meet and greet. And it's I had the pleasure of going there actually last May. Um I took a video, but it's unlisted because I was there with family members and my niece actually got picked to play one of the parts. It's like interactive. They pick um, kids and adults were picked to kind of help play out the Beauty and the Beast story. And so they do that, and then Belle comes in, and it's at the end, there's like you have an opportunity to get your picture taken with Belle. And so it's a lot of fun. So if you have an opportunity to do Enchanted Tales with Belle, definitely do it. It's located. If you're okay, so if you're exiting, if you're exiting, okay, if you're going towards, sorry, well, I'll tell you this way. If you're going towards the Beast Castle and the Be Our Guest, um, um, Enchanted Tales is going to be on your left before you get there. So it's after you go past, before you go in. I'm gonna find a map. Hold on, let me find a map. I can kind of show you. Okay. Fantasyland. Well, where is this? It's gonna be. Okay, so I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. It's number 29 there. If you look at kind of the top middle, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can tell. Um, but it's if the numbering on the map is the same, it's 29. If it's totally different now, then it's not. But it's over in that new Fantasyland area. It's across from one of the mine train goes by the other side. But I definitely recommend it. Um, and then for shows, for like shows, parades, definitely enjoy them. You know, I usually show the Adventure Friends Cavalcade on my streams when I'm there because they've done a couple of show times in the morning. And at some points they've only done them like in the evening, so that may change. But that's a really fun cavalcade. Of course, and the Festival of Fantasy Parade is a lot of fun. I need to plan to be there in the afternoon, I think, um, and catch the parade. Um, that's a lot of fun. I've not seen, I need to go in the afternoon, evening, and see the Starlight Parade. I've not seen that in person. It looks really good. It looks really fun. I love the soundtrack. I love uh, what I'm seeing on screen on people's streams and videos. Um, Then there's Happily Ever After. It's a lot of fun. And of course, I miss Wishes. Wishes back in the day. Um, Great show. I kind of wish they would bring Wishes back with some kind of enhance it a little bit with some working some projections with the show, and do Wishes sometimes. You can still do um, Happily Ever After, sometimes, but Wishes too. Wishes was really classic, and it's more of the classic characters um, than Happily Ever After is. There's nothing wrong with Happily Ever After, but just Wishes has that special, um, feel to it for me. Um, yeah, Enchantment. I never saw Lyle. I never saw Enchantment in the park. I only saw it once, and it was from the Polynesian beach. In fact, I've got that videos on my channel. But that show was the final version that they had for Enchantment made the show okay. Um, with Mickey and Walt. Before that, it was just kind of okay. It was kind of Disney, kind of magic, but it was just kind of lacking. But John says being a spectral yeah, I feel like I like Starlight, but it feels so short. Yeah. I don't remember I remember seeing Spectral Magic. Um Vaguely. I couldn't tell you all the floats and everything on it, but I pretty sure I did see that a couple times. Um yeah. Even from the videos, there are some changes I would love to see to the floats. I don't know if you guys want me to get into that in here, but sorry guys. Um yeah, John, I like the flying Peter Pan as well. That was such a great addition. I'm so glad that they did that. And I didn't see the electric parade when it was there, Angie. Um, but yeah, the Starlight, I don't know if you guys want me to get into it. I think I've talked about it, but anyway, let me just get back to the Magic Kingdom in general. So the Magic Kingdom, as far as like getting to the Magic Kingdom, I've mentioned before the fact that I struggle with the neuropathy. So I don't take and my size, I don't take the parking tram. So I'm always walking to the TTC from the parking, which is fine. If I'm walking, I'm okay. Then you do the either the ferry boat or the monorail. I like to do either one. Recently I've just gotten on the monorail. I prefer to jump on the resort monorail first thing in the morning or early in the morning. Um, because in the morning everyone's going on the express monorail or the ferry boat. Um, my little secret is I sneak up the ramp to the resort monorail. And yes, it's gonna make the two stops at Polynesian and the Grand Floridian, but there's almost never a line, and you're guaranteed a nice seat on the train because the people that are coming on the monorail, they will get off, even if it's like they're like full cars. They're all getting off at the TTC to transfer to Epcot or wherever they're going. So, and I'm fine with sitting for a few moments, at the resorts while to get there. I'm really fine to do that, and so that's what I usually do. The ferry boat I enjoy going on. Um, Problem with that again is there's not usually anywhere to sit. They have a few seats if you're lucky to get them. Get on the ferry boat first and snag a seat. Good for you. Um, but it's a nice ride over. I definitely do enjoy that ferry boat ride over. Um, um, but yeah, Angie, it is a nice scenic ride. Um, the well, the ferry boat and the resort monorail. It's just this less crowded. You may have people if you find an empty car, an empty, cabin car of the monorail at the TTC, it might fill up in the next two stops before you get to the Magic Kingdom. But if you're sitting down, of course, then you've got yourself a seat. Unless you're nice enough to get up and offer your seat to someone, which I honestly I don't usually do. But anyway. Um, but anyway, to go back to Magic Kingdom, I like it. There are magical aspects of it. It's crowded. It's just crowded. Um, it's it's the original Disney World park. So much so that people will usually just, when you say Disney World, they mean Magic Kingdom. Um, and Disney World is Disney World. But so it's definitely the most popular of the parks. And it's crowded, and the having to go from parking to TTC, and then from TTC over to the Magic Kingdom. That extra kind of the steps you got to do. It's more time consuming for someone who's local, who drives. If you are staying on property and you're taking a bus, they will drop, the bus station is over there right by Magic Kingdom. So they're going to drop you off, which is very nice. They're going to drop you off right there. And then pretty easy. So that's a different, version of the experience that I haven't experienced just because I live nearby and I drive in and but so trying to think the castle show, the Mickey's Friendship Fair, I do enjoy that. That is a lot of fun. Um if you see roaming characters, I know recently they have had roaming characters around the parks. The stepsisters will usually be like behind the castle. If you happen to find a seat in the Liberty Square behind the in the seating back there, you might catch the stepsisters. What was it? Um, you might catch the stepsisters going, in or going out. Coming through there. So that's kind of fun. They won't usually stop, but usually you can wave or maybe get some kind of a reaction from them. Um, I have seen. I actually saw. I think I got him on the stream. Um, Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack Sparrow, over near the Pirates of the Caribbean. Um, I saw him. I don't know if I actually got him on the stream. He was over there at the time, and but that's another reason I like to do the cavalcade or the parade because either one of those just has a lot of characters. It's a lot of fun to see them. Um, oh, I did, Lyle. Okay, I didn't. I don't usually go back to rewatch a stream. I know one thing I also got, and I had some gimbal issues, but I got most of the show was over by Casey's Corner. I went and watched the piano player Grayson doing his a set, doing just a phenomenal job, and that adds a lot to Main Street and Casey's Corner. Um, so I did get that on the stream, and that was a lot of fun to catch that and to listen to that and enjoy that. And then you've got the Dapper Dans, of course. They're on Main Street. Um, those are a lot. They're a lot of fun, entertaining, and I actually started the stream with them singing. They had done the loop on the horse and the horse and the trolley, and then they came back, and so I caught that on my stream. Angie said, "Why don't the parades go through Tomorrowland?" Well, they don't have the parade route. And I don't know why they didn't build the parade route to go anywhere else. But if you kind of think about where the parade route goes, like over the bridge to uh, Frontierland and Liberty Square, that the route it's wide and it will accommodate down Main Street. Tomorrowland doesn't have the route, at least in the height. I don't know. The sign may not be an issue, but then you've got the width, and there's concrete things. And then the people mover, if they try to do people mover, go under the people mover. I know the Peter Pan float would have trouble with the Festival of Fantasy, but they just didn't build the parade route. They didn't build it to go um, there, and I don't know if there's a particular reason why they didn't. But if you just kind of think about the parks and the route, where the route is, and the other parts of the park, you just kind of see that it doesn't really accommodate for the cavalcade or the parade to go through. So yeah, good question. I don't know why they didn't make it flexible enough, but that's another nice thing about the some of the roaming characters in the other sections, because they can't bring floats through, but they can have, if they can, have some princesses or whatever going through Fantasyland. That's they can work that out. Um, but yeah. The other thing too is I guess it just keeps it simple. It keeps the parade route in one part of the park, and if you're happen to not be, you know, into the parade, um, you can use that time slot, where people are gathering for the to watch the parade. One huge trip, or one tip is you can get in a line for a ride during that time, and the wait time will go down because there will be a lot of people getting in line to go watch the parade. So if you're not into the parade, um, don't necessarily want to watch it, you can, try to go get in line for your favorite ride that maybe was busy earlier. Um, all right, so let me wrap this up. Any last minute Magic Kingdom according to Dean questions that you guys want to ask before I sign off for this edition? Next Saturday, I'll be back with more Disney according to Dean. I'm going to post after I end this stream. I'm going to go put up a new poll in the community page, and for the remaining 3 parks, and you can help me decide which park I'm going to chat about next. Lyles asked, would I ever live stream Starlight, Dream the Night Away, and Happily Ever After? I want to. I want to get there first and just watch the Starlight, and then I'd probably stay for Happily Ever After afterwards. Happily Ever Afterwards. I want to watch Happily Ever After from Fantasyland. I want to get that vantage point because the only viewings that I've had of it have been from um, Main Street, and I know that's just crazy. But I'm hoping watching that from Fantasyland wouldn't be as quite as bad. Although afterwards, you're gonna have to fight to get out of the park. Um, if I decide to leave, after Happily Ever After. But yes, I do want to stream it eventually. But the first time I go, I'm just gonna watch it and just enjoy the Starlight Parade just for myself in person, and then of course and the fireworks and the Happily Ever After. But then I'll go back a second time and stream it. I actually have, when the Starlight came out, I was planning to go, and I just never made it there yet. Um, I have thumbnails made. I made probably 5 different thumbnails. Um, and I have to go check because I think it's got my old logo on it. So I just have to update that. But it's in the works. I want to do Magic Kingdom at night. I also want to do Epcot at night, and do Luminous, but that's for another chat. Um, but all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. This has been Disney According to Dean, Part 1, talking about the Magic Kingdom. Hopefully, I gave you a good snapshot of my versions of the visits in the parks. And so, thanks again to all of you watching, subscribing. Um, Thank you to my members. Thank you to um, Angie for the gifted memberships. That was so wonderful of you, and welcome to the Gobble Crew. Everyone who received the the gifted memberships. And Tina, there's Tina. Hi, Tina. And hi, Chuck. You will definitely be watching the replay. I know you. I know you, Tina. But great to see you in the chat. Anyway, bright and early tomorrow morning, guys. I'm going to put a little cock-a-doodle in your do. Rooster Mode Activated will be at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. And so I'm going to be with you in 11 hours. Just under 11 hours. So have a gobble-tastic night. Take care. And I'll see you next time. Oh, wait. Animal Kingdom. I'm going to be live Wednesday morning at Animal Kingdom. I think it's 9:30. I'm going to try to get there early and maybe go right at 9 o'clock. I'm going to see. But it's definitely going to be this Wednesday on the 20th. So watch out for that coming up Wednesday. So take care, guys. Have a gobble-tastic night, and I'll see you next time right here on the Turkey Legster Zone. Bye-bye, everyone.